Oh my god, it's the internet. Hello, internet. We have returned with more Tales of the Valiant. Um, for those who are tuning in, this is a sponsored stream. Thank you to the Kobold Creates program from Kobold Press. Thank you so much for allowing us to play your game. This is going to be so much fun. This is episode 2. Episode 1 is currently the VOD is available on the Twitch, and it will be going live on YouTube tomorrow. So if you'd like to catch up and figure out where these fantastic characters come from and how they have met so far, definitely check that out. In the meantime, welcome. Uh, before we begin, just a couple quick announcements. First off, shout out to Epidemic Sound for some of the audio that you as the audience will be hearing throughout the session tonight. Cue the music. I just did that. Uh, um, as I stated, this is the Tales of the Valiant. If you are interested in picking up the game, by all means, there's going to be a link that will be going through the chat that'll take you to the Kobold Press store. Um, Plus, it'll be like a recommendation from me. So, like, it'd be like kind of cool, like street cred for me if you did that. Just saying, it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, but definitely go and check out Kobold Press's store. They've got some fantastic supplements for 5e as well as the Tales of the Valiant. So definitely go check them out. I'm trying to think. You know what? While I think of other disclaimers and announcements, why don't we introduce our players for the evening? We'll start with LB.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB. Started talking. My cat ran away. I'm LB Hackamub. I'm gonna be playing Gavel tonight, the human monk.
Yeah. And then Ian.
Hey everybody, I'm Ian, or your boy Big, everywhere else on the internet, and I'm playing Marosha, the half-orc hunter.
All right. And then Aaron, my darling.
Hello, I'm Erin Melandry, and I'm playing Maris Havenhand, the green halfling cleric and party mom.
Awesome. Unfortunately, Noir could not be with us tonight. Noir is currently fighting to get on a flight, so we love you so much, Noir. We miss you dearly, but the show must go on. Also, just for fun, because I realized I wasn't using it last episode, I want to give a quick shout out to Fanroll for some fantastic dice. They made a big old chonker of a D20 for Tales of the Valiant. So you should go check out Fanroll because they've got some fantastic dice. Go and do that thing because they're awesome. But when last we left our adventurers, we had a bit of a gathering in the small port town of Holbeck. We had Gavel, a monk who had traveled from their monastery in the Alestino Spine to begin their life as an adventurer. We had Marosha, a half-orc privateer. We haven't quite decided yet, who had arrived in town, definitely not smuggling anything. That would be weird, and definitely didn't rig the ship to explode either. It's a weird insinuation you would make, chat. And then we had Maris, a mother who was preparing to leave home after her children had all unfortunately passed on. We also had Sybil, a young mechanist, the son of the general of the Iadrathe military, who was given 6 months to perfect his prototype suit so that he could be a part of the ongoing battle across the sea in the kingdom of Lothorn. These adventurers all gathered in the small town of Holbeck, having worked previously with each other, maybe once or twice. And then there's Cat. Hi, Cat. Uh, um, upon meeting each other, they came upon what looked to be a hunter of some sort, cradling a small, beautiful, glowing golden egg. Upon some convincing that may have been considered intimidation, the party came upon said egg and reconvened in a inn called the Missing Parrot, where they discovered that this egg was a spirit egg, and that it is possibly connected to some of the disturbances coming from the Attleshire Wood just outside of town. And I believe your decision was you're going to go and find said hunter to find out where specifically in the wood he had found the egg. Is that correct? Okay.
Sure is.
All right. Well, adventurers, the table is yours. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go? Who would you like to talk to? Who do you want to punch in the face if you're Gavel?
Remind us of like the time of day and how long we've been awake.
I'm going to say it is relative. No, excuse me. I'm going to say it's relatively early. You guys reconvened in the morning. So it's just kind of approaching noon at this point. So, sun is out, not a cloud in the sky. Everything's nice, pretty, and beautiful.
Cool. I think Maris definitely, without asking for permission, has been stuffing, what do we call them? Granola bars in everyone's backpacks. Just to
Unnatured
make
valleys.
sure. Yeah, Natured Valleys. She bought a box from the organic market down at the corner before everybody was awake, obviously. So she's just been making sure everyone's been ready to go with their snacks and rations and water.
Sounds good. Egg on my face for forgetting of all of the fantasy brands that had been created last episode. Thank you for the reminder.
You can call them fans.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for that.
Happy session too.
A long way to go. All right. Marosha and Gavel. You're witnessing Maris essentially prepare lunch bags for you all.
Yeah. Dope. My water's already full, thanks though. That's very important.
Gonna like level and like eye leveling it like all the way to the top.
Marosha has like this 64-ounce water jug that he keeps around him, and like he's in the corner and he's pouring like some powder into the liquid and shaking it up, and he's like, "Did you guys know that Boulade comes in powder? Like we can take this anywhere." And he's just shaking it above his head. He's just like, "This is amazing."
I forgot
Water
that it
is
was
water. I guess
Kool-Aid.
it matters what flavor it is. You still get the
I
same
mean,
hydration.
It helps.
As long as it's not red 40, then I think we're gonna be okay.
Marosha opens it and he's like, "Okay."
I do want to know what the egg is looking like this morning.
Make me. I'll give you a choice. Make me an investigation or an Arcana check.
I'm pretty sure nope, they're both bad. I will do whichever. I'll do an investigation.
Okay.
That's a 6.
A 6. It is beautiful. It is emitting this very nice, soft golden light. And it's a little warm to the touch.
I think I'm gonna like moisturize it just a little bit, like SPF, just a little, and nestle it nice and neat in my bag.
Okay. Sounds good. You apply the SPF lotion. I won't ask what brand because I don't want to branch out from food into fucking lotions and sanitizers.
Oh no, it's easy. It's easy. It's still copper tone.
You apply
But it's got a little copper dragon on it.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Alright.
but yeah.
What is our
you
plan
pack
when
it
we
in.
find this gentleman?
We make him tell us where he found the egg, and then we go put it back. I thought that was what we talked about.
Right, but if he has amassed a group that he will be with, the fight will be. The intimidation might not work.
You'd be surprised. I'm also charming a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Like I
think so.
Of course it will.
There you go. Huge swig of Boulade.
I'm gonna say just for ease, one of the silver spears of Eadrethe does enter the inn looking for Sybil. It seems that there is a message from his father that he must attend to. And he magically just goes and does that thing and leaves you all to your work. That's how we're fixing it.
Very
Yeah. Love it. But, so where do you guys go? What do you guys choose to do?
So, did we discern where this guy is, or is that we didn't?
You got some details from the innkeep. That I mean, he does have a group of friends. He is sort of known throughout the town. He does typically stay outside of town, sort of camping among the wilderness, but not too far outside. So
Okay.
should be.
I assume in the
relatively
direction
fine.
of the forest we're supposed to go to, anyways.
Most
Cool.
likely.
Makes
I'll give you that in passing, as you guys have been in town, you're hearing more and more stories of the hunters who used to be able to walk within the forest without issue, are having to make their camps just outside, as the forest itself is almost turning against any who seem to enter its wood.
That's right.
right.
So we just go and demand where we need to go after that, and then just hope it doesn't turn. The forest doesn't turn on us. Easy.
Well,
I
I mean,
I will remind you that we did strong on this man into getting this stone in the first place, so he will not view us kindly going back into it.
I paid him. He got gold. More than he should have.
He just nods.
Like that's like the second or third time that somebody's like, we just bullied this guy into giving us this egg, and Marisha's like, I paid him. I was gonna bully him.
The two are not mutually exclusive. I think both things can happen.
You can't be bullied and paid. That's
I
not
mean,
how.
isn't that how? Never mind.
Don't you kink shame me?
I don't even. I was gonna say it's how capitalism works, but okay.
Don't you geek shame me?
Maris looks up at the omniscient voice in the sky that said that.
Don't king shame me.
It's like a Monty Python skit.
Yes.
Let one step at a time, right? We go, we ask them, hey, where did you find that egg? Because, and then we go from there.
All right, I've got your back.
And if
Okay.
that doesn't work, maybe he'll feel sympathy for a little old lady like me. Young man,
I wouldn't.
tell us where you found the egg. You're so strong and tall.
Did that work on you?
Marosha's holding it in. He doesn't want to laugh at Maris. He's just like, but it didn't work. We could try it.
Well,
You never know.
We won't know until we start. So
We'll
I'm
monitor
so
the
excited to
speeding
not
car.
have that anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That carriage is going so fast. What is that?
down.
6 horsepower?
That is-
Good lord. So,
Yeah.
you all make your way outside of the inn. You see the innkeep having a conversation with somebody else and is having just the same amount of difficulty getting the words out. But he does, like, as you're coming down the stairs, before you even make eye contact, he's already waving in your direction.
Just kind of like point at him, give him one of these.
Yeah, he's not looking and does that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you step out onto the road. It's the town is just as you left it. It's still rather tense, but it's sort of everyday life here.
Okay. Is there anything that maybe we should get outside of what we already have? Maris, maybe your expertise in this.
Marosha, that is so responsible of you. Everybody, take off your packs. Let's inspect them. Do we have our disinfectant wipes? Do we have our copper tone sunscreen? Do we have everybody have allowance money in case there's a gift shop? Everybody has the little post-it note telling you how proud I am of you in there with your lunch of granola and egg salad. Yes?
Egg salad. Okay.
Yeah, no offense. She whispers to the egg in the pocket.
None taken.
It talks.
So all of this is extremely important, and thank you for waking up so early and packing this. I was thinking like rope, weapons, whiskey. The RWWs. Rope,
I have no idea
weapons,
what you
whiskey.
mean. Just kidding, it's all in there. Everybody
No.
has everything they need.
He like reaches in his bag and he pulls out this huge thing of whiskey. And it's like, yo, mom packed Lunchables, dog. He's so excited. He's like, oh, okay, well, I think we're good.
Oh,
I will gladly spend whatever money out of my funds for like a Adventures Pack Plus for everybody.
okay.
I'm okay.
All right.
I got my explorer's pack.
Also just a quick little RP. You go to one of the stores that specializes in adventuring gear, survival equipment, that sort of thing. You
Mhm.
see Templeton's sort of inscribed on a plaque above the door. You step in, and there's climbing gear, there are pickaxes for mining, shovels, pretty much anything you could think of like line the walls. And you look at the counter, and nobody's there, except you do see the tops of two little ears. One's a little bent, and you hear, "Hello, give me 1 second," and you hear, and climbing out onto the counter is a mousekin, standing about 3 feet tall, wearing his own little adventurer's vest. He's got his own little pack on. He's clearly advertising his wares. Says, "Hello, welcome to Templeton's. How can I help you? What are you looking for?"
Oh, hello, young man. Aren't you just the cutest? And what is your name?
I'm Templeton.
You're
That's me.
the Templeton?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, just the mousekin I wanted to see. Now, I would love some of your top quality adventuring gear for my kids. We are going on a hike today.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm not your child.
Just go with it.
Well, hold on. You see, first I have to ban the bot in my chat, which is a little awkward because I have to type at the
how
same time.
rude.
I know, it's the worst.
I think if
Can
anybody has like a perception of, I don't know, 1, they can see that Marosha's behind everybody. He's like, kind of like punches Gavel in the shoulder, like, did you see this?
Gavel like puts up his fist like he's what?
It's the best thing ever. Do you see this?
Templeton moves to a large chest that's next to the counter, and he like and like lifts
Oh,
it
you're
up.
so strong.
Oh, thanks. And he like full upper body like buried in it as he is sort of digging through. He does produce 3 fancy adventurers packs, and it's like slowly brings them to the counter. He says, "These actually just came in on a shipment. I mean, I crafted myself."
Oh, so innovative.
I am multifaceted in my talents.
Of course you are. Probably multi-classed too, yes?
Well,
Let me guess. Mechanist like Sybil and maybe a bit of a barbarian. You look at his muscles.
You know it. And there's this one teeny moment where Gavel, you catch this small micro expression of like, okay. Uh,
Oh
it's the
no.
equivalent of like, I'm 43. Uh, um, but
Oh
he says,
You know, these come with a week's worth of rations already included, another 50 foot of rope. There's a pry bar. There's some climbing gear. It also comes with a bedroll. And
no.
there's actually a new funny little invention I picked up. I do actually have some mechanist ability.
and he produces a small little handheld piece of wood with a small black, like, cylinder at the end. He gestures with it, and a torch just emits from the end.
And a personal torch. This'll last you about 8 hours. You don't have to, try to worry about relighting it. It just turns off and on.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
What do you think, you two? Do you think this is good for us? I know, Gabble, you say you don't need anything. I'll take this for myself, and should you run out of your explorer gear equipment, then you know who to ask.
Yes, of course. I mean, I think the torch would be useful, especially if we're out at night. Can it light other things on fire, or is it magical in nature?
Oh, I mean, it is a fire. It does. It is hot to the touch, and it can light other things on fire too.
Seems quite useful.
Take it, you cute little thing.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Of course you do. We'll take 3. 4 total for the torches.
All right. For these items, the specialized packs that I made myself, thank you very much. It is going to be 20 gold per. There is a lot of
Perfect.
fine equipment and services that went into crafting these.
Now, that's no problem at all. Oh, would you look at that? A widow's pension. I have 15 gold coins. Would you take 15? Perhaps.
Make a persuasion check. I'm gonna give you a +1 just cuz.
That's awesome.
It's a 12. So a
12.
13 with that. Oh wait, you're giving me a +1. Oh wait, no, that's a +1. 13.
Okay. He
It's like, well, it's fine if you're. That's fine. 15 will be perfectly fine. Not a problem.
Oh, thank you so much. This is just. They're gonna have such a good Christmas this year, aren't you, kids?
Still not your
You see
problem.
Templeton, like, Templeton has a moment where he, like, looks between the two of you in the back and kind of shrugs.
Hey, I've seen crazier things.
Yes,
Yeah.
well. Here's your 15, Templeton. Thank you so much for understanding.
Thank you.
And he, like, whisks it away in a small chest.
And you would do you want one of these too?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be another 20 gold. It is per 20 gold per.
Are we speaking of the pack or the torch?
I
The-
just
the
needed the torch.
pack.
Oh, I don't need the pack. I'm okay. I've overpacked.
Oh,
And he, like, fetches the gold back out.
it's just gonna be 5 gold.
And he counts 10 out and hands you 10 back.
Oh,
Well, we do need 4 of them, so
Okay,
Really?
then there's gonna be.
I can contribute 5 more gold to this.
Okay, well then we're back to the original, which is 20 gold. 15.
15. Here you go, Templeton. Why don't you go buy yourself something nice? You deserve it.
Thank you.
And he, like, there's this moment of, like, Jesus.
Yeah.
God, that's funny.
But he does hand out 3 of these mechanical torches to you all.
Mhm. Perfect. Lovely. All right. Well, does anybody want anything from the checkout? Any of this candy here? We've got Twazzlers, we've got Scottles, we've got Eemy Neems, and
I
How
do
would you
not
look at
partake in
that?
sugar.
Cobalt baby bottle pop.
Oh, sweet. Cobalt baby bottle.
You know, I'm really glad that you guys are going for those. They don't sell very well. I can't imagine why. Um, but if you do want one of those, it's gonna be one Electrum
For
and
some baby bottle
and
pops.
and only Electrum. I only accept Electrum for candy purchases.
Okay, we
He'll
have baby bottle
say-
pops at home,
he'll say-
Marosha.
He'll say 2 copper. It's fine. I
Yeah.
just wanted that one moment.
I think we're okay. One Electrum.
Oh
Damn.
yes, everyone's trying to make a living.
Ugh,
Cheaper to-
it's a
cheaper
hard
to get a
world out
torch.
there. Capitalism's overtaking everything. But so you are
Sorry.
equipped. No, please. You are equipped with your torches. You've got some assortment of candy. I'll say enough to last for a full day's worth of rations. If you want a stomachache the next day, that is up to you.
Yeah.
But what do you do next? Where do you go?
So as we're leaving, Gavel's gonna just hang behind for just a second and turn to Templeton, and just say, "I'm sure you're a quite capable fighter. I'm sorry if you felt they were talking down to you. They're just excitable."
He's like, it's fine. I'm
Oh,
used to it. But listen, gotta make money somehow, right?
Of course. When I return, are you hand-to-hand combat?
I'm many things.
Perhaps we can spar sometime.
Maybe.
Now you guys have a wonderful hike.
Mhm.
Thank you, Templeton. Isn't he so nice?
this is the cutest.
And he gives a wink to Gavel. Oh, thank you for allowing me that one little moment. So
Yeah.
I
the
assume you
forest.
guys
Well,
are. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What's the gate situation like right now?
There are still some people sort of meandering near the gate that you saw when you had walked in, but there's no. I mean, the Silver Spears are standing watch, but
Mhm.
given the current situation, it's not like they can do a whole lot other than just stand watch.
Yeah.
The gates are still open,
Mm.
so it is what it is.
Could I approach one of them as we are exiting?
Sure.
Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
There was a disturbance here earlier and I didn't quite catch what was going on. Is it anything to be concerned about?
Oh, just another hunter. He tried to break through the tree line, and unfortunately the trees themselves seem to have, well, attacked him directly. We're not quite sure how, but it seems his wounds speak to some sort of strangulation. I think the branches themselves meant to choke the life from him.
I see. Well, these hunters, they make camp close?
Yes, you'll see a number of them near the tree line, sort of keeping watch, additional security and all that. The Crown is focused on the war overseas, so our job to secure the town is of paramount importance for us, but the hunters have stepped up to take on that responsibility for the forest.
Of course. Well, thank you for your efforts.
Yes, as you were.
All right. Stop so-
As you were. No, as you were.
I was gonna do it anyways, but okay. Gavel returned to the group. There, I don't know if you had seen on the entrance when I got into town an hour ago. There was a disturbance. It seems that one of the hunters attempted to go into the wood and was accosted by the trees themselves.
That sounds dangerous and quite rude.
Rude?
Being attacked without reason. It certainly goes towards the evidence that the forest is turning on us.
I see. I don't know if trees can be rude. They do not adhere to our sensibilities.
You're absolutely right. What do I know? A green halfling, lady of the wood. I have a staff made of trees. It's all right. And I keep going.
Marosha leans over to Gavin and goes, you really have to kind of start picking up on some of these things.
What things?
Like social cute look at that. I left my oven on and then just walks away.
What is an oven? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Good
shit.
Lord.
Is this the shenanigans we were talking about before? 'Cause I still don't quite understand.
So many
Sybil
shenanigans.
pops in the frame.
All right. So you all begin heading west. Not very far. Like you make decent progress. You estimate it's maybe an hour and a half walk. You can see the tree line, and you can see a number of small tents and dwellings that have been set up along the border of the Attleshire. And just as with the town, you can spot a number of individuals sort of inspecting the entrance to the forest itself. Everybody's on edge. You can hear the murmurs of conversation as you approach. Um, but you estimate there to be about 15 tents, with maybe 2 bodies each. So there's a number of people around this small gathering. As you approach, you get some looks from some of the hunters, more out of curiosity than anything. And then you can overhear one of them go, "Oh shit, that's the guy that took Jeffrin's stone, huh?" It's like, "Oh shit, yeah." And like their curiosity suddenly starts to turn a little as they look in Marosha's direction.
Hello. Since you all are gonna stare, where's our friend from earlier?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I thought we saw him go into town. Not quite sure where. Couldn't tell you. Difficult to keep track. And you see like a couple more start to slowly approach.
Okay, guys, come on. Like, okay. I understand you could be a little upset about your friend and their stone, but I paid him. I gave him 10 gold. Like, I mean, how upset can you be when you made money? I could have been a dick and just beat him up, but that's not nice. That's not becoming of a new person in the town to just start beating people up and taking their stuff. I don't want to cause any waves. Okay. I just want to know where our friend is.
Go ahead and make me give me a persuasion check.
Sure. What is it? What is it? Okay, cool. Here we go. It's a 13.
A 13. A number of them like visibly calm and like meander off, but there's like 2 that still like stand kind of close. Yeah, well,
Wow.
word is, at least around here, we know that there's a war on and all that, but 10 gold for a fantastic stone like that, I mean, you don't have to be that much of a dick.
Where did what? In Do you really think that somebody was going to give him a better deal? Honestly, if there is a war going on, they might as well just arrest him and take it. I say your friend made out well.
He's not here, if you want to know. Last we
I
saw, he was heading back towards the town, and I mean, I he got us on where he is. I mean, we heard that his find of the month was taken from him, so he's probably drinking his sorrows away. Uh, as he says that, Maris, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw is sorry. Oh, +5. 23.
With a 23, that is a success. For a moment, as you're sort of paying attention to the conversation, standing, about, let's say, like 70, 80 feet from the tree line, your eyes for a moment drift to the shadows of that forest. And for a moment, you just feel this urge to just start walking in. And you recover yourself and recognize that that urge was not your own. Something was trying to influence you.
I'm going to stand behind Marosha and Gavel and kind of have like my staff ready to cast Hold Person if I need to, based on my feelings of being compelled to walk towards the forest. So while I like kind of look at Marosha and I'm like, okay, I trust him with this situation, and I'm gonna focus on making sure nobody walks towards the forest. And I'll tell them
Okay.
later, but for right now, I remain kind of quiet.
Okay. The two men, I mean, they're still standoffish. They're not really giving you a whole lot. They're still a little sour about their friend. Um,
Do
so
you know whereabouts he found the stone?
it was at some pond. He found a small pond in the center of the forest. To be honest, we couldn't quite tell you how he got there. Every time we've gone into the wood, it's always been a bit of a crapshoot on where the trails lead us. But this pond, he said, he described a weird malformed tree in the center, and he said that that's where the stone was sitting. So
In the
See
center of the
something shiny.
pond.
yeah.
All right. Do you know how long he was in the wood for?
He was in there for a few hours. At least until sundown. He went in around high noon. So
Right.
it took the most of the day.
Oh, wow, that is a long time.
Do I know why they like while they're talking? Do I know why they're not compelled? Like it seems like they've been there for a bit. Why are they not compelled to go in the forest?
Make me an insight check.
Okay. Man, I love Shard. It's everything is like right here. Oh wait, there's no insight. Is it?
Really?
Oh wait,
Interest-
sorry. No, my God, it's in alphabetical order. 12.
Them
Um,
damn letters.
I rolled a 12, but I feel like it needs more. I'm gonna use one of my luck.
Okay. So it's a 13.
Okay.
Your insight initially is about reading the people nearby, all the hunters that have gathered around you for this conversation. And then you start thinking more inward at that voice, that urge that you felt. And you piece together it's not a person that was trying to persuade you to step inside the wood. It was something else. That urge almost felt almost musical in a way. Like you were left with a pleasant feeling. It wasn't a threat. It wasn't anything with a negative connotation. There was just warmth behind it.
Fey warmth, like mischievous kind of warmth, knowing I can speak Sylvan.
I'd say yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. And does that give me any indication of like why the people we're talking to aren't being affected by it, or
The
is
only
it more
thing
like I'm more in tune with the
the only thing that you have that they don't is a small golden egg in your
Okay.
pack.
Cool. Okay, thank you. I'm still letting them do their thing. The guys got this.
I love you so much. But yeah. What more information do you guys want?
Sounds pretty straightforward to me. Start walking in.
Thank you, gentlemen. We will see you hopefully never. And then just walk away.
Are you guys just walking straight up to the tree line?
Yes?
Yeah.
Maris? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Yes, before we get closer.
Sure.
I'm gonna like circle, like pull them into a circle.
We all scrouch down.
Yes, thank you. So I think it might be because I'm holding on to this egg, this beautiful, precious, lovely egg. You're so sweet and warm and kind. And I think because of that, I feel compelled to enter into the woods. And it seems a bit disingenuous. Not in a bad way, just like a come join us and we'll kill you. Maybe not kind of way.
That seems in a bad way.
No. You know, Fae folk, it's just a little bit. Ha ha ha! All in good fun. Boys will be boys.
What?
So what I'm saying is just be careful. Like if this is something that you two pick up on also, don't just go willy-nilly off the trail. Stay on the path.
All right.
And don't let me go off the path.
Wait. Would you like a rope tied to you?
That actually might be a good idea. I will
Sounds
hold
fine,
on
no?
to the egg. Can one of you make sure I don't wander off into the path? Because that took a lot of restraint.
Yes. I will
Why
take
do you have
out.
an itch on your nose?
You are stronger than
Yes.
I am. I mean, she's quite small, but
You seem more resolved.
all right.
Yeah.
He ties the rope around your waist, does like a good old fashioned knot on it, and then wraps it around his arm and ties it to him.
Oh, that's wonderful, my dear. We're gonna have some good bonding time. I can't wait.
I don't like
Bonding time. Anyways,
Jesus Christ. All these mom isms are gonna kill me by the end of this campaign.
And they're so good.
They're
Like
so
this is
good.
just episode 2, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be fine. Bondage time, says chat. Yeah. Maris. As Gavel is tying the rope, you realize something as you sort of glance down at your pack. And you can't explain how, but it turns out you only had to pay 10 gold to Templeton for your torches.
I seem to be 5 gold more. There's 5 extra gold in here. I don't remember this.
Mazel tov.
Bless you, dear. So, is there? I'm not borrowing extra gold from anybody. Do you two? Are you two okay with more? Are you missing gold?
Rosha pulls out a huge sack. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
You did the movement and the sound, and it was like Halloween candy bag. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
2 seconds of looking. No, I'm fine.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm good. There's a full
and
size Snickers in there. We're good.
Oh, dude, Mr. McCormick got a. Oh, it's a giant size. Is that a king size Reese's?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, there's like 6 of them in there.
Oh God.
17th Street's the place to go.
Jesus.
Shout out to Mr. McCormick
Thank you,
Um,
Mr. McCormick.
for your
whoever you
spices
are.
and your candy.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
You all approach the tree line. As you do, you hear a lot of murmurs of the hunters behind you, as you sort of stroll right up to a small clearing, a parting of the trees. And at first, as you guys approach, you feel this weight on your heart. I'm going to need Gavel and Marosha to make wisdom saving throws with advantage. Maris, you do not need to make this save.
Hell yeah.
16.
16. Okay.
12.
Okay. Gavel, as you get closer to the tree line, the trees just seem to get a little taller. The shadows they cast get a little longer. And you could swear about 10 feet past the tree line, something skittered across the ground. And you are going to take the frightened condition.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Can I do that on Shard?
Yes.
Yeah,
Basically,
you can.
frightened gives you disadvantage on ability checks and I believe saving throw. I don't know about saving throws. This is great. Playing a game. I should know the rules of the game. Should know the rules of the game. Don't judge me. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Conditions.
I guess I was wrong.
Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So you feel your body just sort of freeze for a moment in that small glimpse of something in the tree line.
Okay.
Also, if you're in the shard sheet, right where you have your actions, if you hit add condition, you can pick a condition to add.
Thank
I
you.
see.
Oh, fun.
I have been trying to change my my stats because I gave myself a negative wisdom and I don't want that. I cannot figure out how to do
I
it.
don't want that.
I don't want it.
that. I don't want it.
But the forest looms over you, and Gavel has slowly stopped walking. You're about 10 feet from the tree line.
What's wrong?
I saw something move through the wood.
It's a wood. There are things in it. Squirrels, rodents.
Monsters.
You know me to be afraid of a rodent.
Well, you're sitting here afraid of movement in a wood.
In a wood that choked someone out.
Have you not been in many woods? They're very constricting. Happens.
No, I grew up in the mountains.
See, that's what it is. Thin air up there. You're probably freaking out. Take a deep breath.
So much oxygen.
Nature.
Of
I think
course.
Sybil said it one time. Plants, they breathe through photosynthesis.
CG Danny B, thank you for the raid. Welcome in,
Hi,
everybody.
Danny.
Hey,
Hi.
Raiders. Hey.
So I'm going to say, mechanically speaking, because I
Mhm.
don't want this whole fucking
Yeah.
encounter to just not happen because frightened. I'm
Mm.
going to say that for this condition, you are still going to have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls,
Mhm.
but you can move within, within the forest, should you
Yeah,
wish.
because I cannot see it. Because it has to
Right,
be within line of sight. Yeah.
right.
So-
So, hi Raiders, love you.
Hello.
So we could be brave, right, Gavel?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's go. Stay on the path.
I was just being cautious. I'm not afraid of the wood.
It's all right, dear, if you are. No one's going to judge you.
But I'm not.
Okay.
So,
I will fight a tree, okay? Don't make me.
you all step beyond the tree line. And as you do, initially, you could swear some of those branches seemed to almost reach just a little. Maybe it was the wind. Maybe it's just these huge, tall trees just sort of leaning back and forth. But for a moment, it seemed like these trees were trying to grasp you. Maris, as you all had started approaching the tree line, you
Mhm.
felt your pack get a little warm.
Ooh.
And as those tree limbs slowly reach towards, that warmth grows just a little bit warmer and they slowly pull back.
Oh.
The hunters behind you have seemingly disappeared as you turn to look, and it's as though you've been walking through this forest for at least a half an hour, and now the exit to the wood is obscured. It is gone. Somewhere behind you was the tree line, and now you are in the Attleshire Wood. The air has this eerie mist, and you can hear the distant sounds of animals, creatures, the general sort of ambiance of a forest, but there's this overarching tension in the air. Almost like the canopy above has swallowed up any of the sunlight that would be allowed down here, and thus everything is dark and a little creepy. There is a loose path before you, and I'm just going to give this to everybody with your passive perceptions. You do periodically see a tiny little mote of light, just from time to time, lighting some of the forest floor. Um, these small motes just sort of appear, sort of dotted in the distance. And just as a breeze rolls through, you're ushered forward. I would love to know a marching order.
Dice.
I will. Sorry.
Dice.
I rolled a nat 20 on a perception check just in case.
Okay.
The
Sick.
I will, knowing that information about how my warmth is causing the trees to kind of pull back, I will stand in front and I'll say something like, I think we're safest if I lead with the egg. The egg tends or seems to be letting them know it's returned. and I like point to the trees. So just, don't let me leave, but I will go first.
All right. I will go second then, since you are attached to me.
All right.
Bringing up the caboose.
Yeah. In order of height, from shortest to tallest.
This is very anime coded. I can see this in my head.
Yes. I will say, Gavel, as you all are traveling, go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw.
12.
12. Okay. Um, you are still very unnerved by your surroundings. And again, as you're walking, you're sort of keeping your head on a swivel. And you could swear, unlike before, nothing skittering in the far distance, maybe 80 feet. You just see this tall shadow move between the trees. And I mean, at least 12 feet tall. And you could swear for a
Slenderman.
moment it had like limbs kind of come off of it as it
Slenderman.
disappears behind the next tree. Find my pages.
Yeah, Gavel stops for just a second as he locks with this thing as he watches it go. Did you see that?
You are muted, my friend Marosha.
I think Marosha bumps into you because you stopped. He's just like, huh? Yeah. What?
Oh, it's gone.
What?
About 80. There's a tall thing about 80 feet that way. Dark. Limbs.
Marosha squats down. He's not that much tall, but like he squats down, and like if the camera was facing Gavel, it's like one of these, and he's like, there are trees that are very tall out there, and some people would say their branches are like limbs. So to be like so fucking for real right now, LB, and I think you know this. I'm just joking around. I think
No, I
I'm
love
not.
it.
Okay, cool.
This is why we vibe check. This is why
I
the
love the
safety tools are
visual.
important. All good. All good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
and
scared
yeah,
of
he-
fucking trees. I know what a tree is.
Trees.
There were trees in the mountain, okay?
Right. But this also like adds to the kind of like
Mm.
from the previous episode is like, all right, Gavel,
Uh-huh.
let's go.
All right, just keep your head on a swivel.
As you guys all venture forward, I'm going to need a survival check from everybody here.
For sure.
And we will delay just a little bit just to make sure Erin has time to put her little into bed.
Do I? Okay.
This dice
so,
has rolled 11 3 times in a row.
Oh,
to the jail.
That's
So,
12.
in 20. Oh, nice.
12.
If
12.
12. If
I don't have a +9 to anything.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what you got going on.
What am I
if
rolling?
survival check.
Thank you.
if it's bold in shard, is that proficiency?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Damn it. I had 10.
Okay. Gavel and Marosha, as you all continue to move forward through this forest, it's very easy to lose your spot, to lose what direction you're moving. And for a moment, you don't know where in this forest you could be. Already with the entrance and you guys magically appearing somewhere in the thick of this forest. It was disorienting enough, but then it sort of settled in a little bit harder for you. However, Maris, you have held on to your bearings as you continue to move through this enchanted forest. As you do, you hear a in some of the bushes nearby. Maybe 10, 15 feet off, and then another one ahead of you this time.
It is just Gavel who hears that.
I'm going to say, I'll say all of you hear it.
There could
Yeah.
be my monkey messing around.
Benji is on your shoulder, like looking in the same direction that you are, and he just goes,
You're the both of us. Yeah. It could be. It could be Benji. Benji, what do you think? Oh! Sorry.
you just gotta.
It could be a critter. It
Perhaps
could
it's a
be-
tree.
What is with you and the trees? Tell us.
Another one. A third.
All right, that's enough. Come out now, or I will speak to your parents about your rude behavior on the trail.
Marosha takes out his trident. But he's still shaking his head. He's like,
I do one of these. Come on now. Come on.
At the motherism, the motherly threat leaves your lips. And as Marosha, you unseat your trident from 4 spots around you in the bushes. These teeny little creatures made of twigs and branches with small dead leaves at the end spring forth and start sprinting towards all of you. I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative,
Oh my
and we are going to
God.
go on our 10-minute break.
Hell
It's
yeah.
amazing. They're so cute.
let's do it.
Let me know what you guys get for initiative.
9.
9. Okay.
+2.
Settle down.
Oh, dirty
I rolled
20.
Nice.
Let's see. Initiative, I get +5.
Damn.
Wow.
Very
Holy
good.
shit.
I
Shut.
did roll a 1, so like 7.
Oh.
Still though, +5 on the initiative. I have never.
I'm
Right.
That's
alert.
amazing.
Ooh.
good.
Okay. We have our setup. So, to everybody in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out. We are going to be taking a quick bio break for about 10 minutes or so. Stick around as we've got some more Enchanted Forest shenanigans before the night is done. In the meantime, be nice to each other. Go take your bio breaks, eat your food, drink your water, take your medicine if you haven't, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.
Don't yell at me.
Oh my god, the internet is still here. What? I can't believe it, man. Hi, everybody. As you can see, things have gotten a little hairy as we got some creepy crawlies coming after our party. So, let us begin. We have our initiative here somewhere. I definitely have the counter. There it is right there. First up, we have Marosha. You can see the battle map, yeah? I believe.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yes. Can't see it.
Oh, can do that.
Screw it. We're gonna go ahead and run right up in this one's grill. Hopefully, like while they're jumping out, like he can like catch them. And I'm just You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to attempt to grapple it in an attempt to like squeeze it to death because they're little, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
I think they're small sized, which are not represented well with the tokens, but you can just picture it.
Yeah, it's more so of like reaching out, grabbing them, and just like strangling whatever I grab.
Oof. Okay. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make an athletics check.
Sure.
I am going to make a check to see if it can resist that grapple. Once I find the stats.
Oh, that's for you. That's an 18.
18. Okay.
Yes.
Do. Okay. Oh yeah. No, I rolled a 5, and there's no way I'm not adding 13 to its roll. So yeah, you definitely grapple it. This teeny little thing is like wriggling around in your arms, and as you feel it, it is literally just a tangle of branches and twigs and wood that is squealing in your arms.
Beautiful. Do I want to use this now? Like, yeah, probably. How many are there? There's 4 of them. Okay, cool. I'm gonna maintain this grapple right now, and I'm gonna leave that as my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Moving right along, we've got the twig blights. This one is going to attempt to escape your grapple. Let's see. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
13.
I got a 12. So as it squirms and tries to pry itself from your arms, you sort of tighten your grip around its form. This one up here is going to move 5, 10, 15, and foolishly approach Gavel with the intent to do harm. Give me a moment as I need to pull something up. All right. There we go. All right. It's going to attempt a claw attack on you. Will a 10 hit your AC, dear monk?
Not today.
Yeah, I said it out loud, and I was like, Cujo. Come on. It's fine. All right. That is that one's turn. I missed my third computer screen. I'm not going to lie. This one is going to move up to Maris and try the same. Oh, will a 22 hit Maris?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes. Yeah. My AC is only 11.
Okay. We are going to deal. Whoa, damn, that's max damage at 5 points of slashing damage as the claws rip into your armor and nick your flesh a little bit.
Rude.
Rude. This one is a little too far away from his friends. What's their movement? 20. This one moves 5, 10, 20, 25. Oh, wait. It's just 20, right? He's going to dash. He's going to do 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So it's running closer to Marosha, but it hasn't quite got there yet. We have Gavel. It is your turn.
Hello. This guy came up to me, so I'm gonna give him a bop.
Okay. Go ahead and give him a bop right back.
It's weird rolling with these as well. Not very good. I probably didn't actually hit. I think I just have a plus 5. Yeah, no, I got a 10.
Yeah. A 10, you go to smack one of them, and it like dashes around your arm as you strike out.
It's weird because I have the rope around it, like
Yep.
cool.
That
Well,
you're definitely not still afraid or anything. Like it's totally fine.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'll use a technique point. Why not? To try and do another one.
All right.
Flurry of blows. That's better. That's a 22 to hit.
That'll absolutely hit.
All right, let's go. One I need stayed behind. That is going to be +3, 7.
7. Okay. You strike out and hit it square in its core, and it nearly comes apart, but it's still barely hanging on. If we are using terms of a new book that's coming out, it would be considered bloodied.
All right, cool. Hell yeah.
All right.
A new certain book.
Flurry of blows, I think you get 2 unarmed, right? Just 1?
No, because I only get 1 attack action. Oh, I do. No, I'm so sorry. Need a monk. Need a monk. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natty 20.
I love
do
you,
it.
Orange Dice. You're my favorite.
All right.
So that's going to be another 9 points.
Okay. Yeah. This thing completely comes apart from your barrage of strikes, and it crumbles to the ground, a bundle of sticks unmoving on the ground.
All right.
All right. Any
That is
movement
my
at all?
turn. I'll move down to this guy.
And you're still within 5 feet, so the rope is still intact between the two of you. Up next, we've got Maris.
Yes. So Maris is, after seeing them attack, she doesn't even care that they attacked her. They're like going after the other two. So she's going to whip out a spiritual weapon.
Nice.
I'm gonna use we have 2 luck, right?
You do have 2 luck, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my other one. Because I rolled a 1.
Pooh. Okay.
So, spiritual weapon is floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again.
Yep.
You can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet. Can I hold like the rest of that action to instead give them a warning first?
Sure. Where would you like your spiritual weapon to manifest, and what would you like it to look like?
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. This might be too much, but can my spiritual weapon, I would love for it to like manifest from her son's sword
Mhm.
into a like translucent specter of her son holding the sword.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
fucking love that. And because I am a DM who prepares that I will have a spiritual weapon token for you in the future.
Mhm.
But right now we're just going to use this extra Maris token.
Oh no, there's 2 of them.
Wait. One's a little bit more yellow. That did not work like I wanted.
That second one has jaundice.
God damn it. Hold on.
Yellow never looked good on me.
I
Oh
can
my
fix
God.
this ish. The light animation. Flickering light. It didn't do it. Great. This is
It's
awesome.
okay.
Love doing
It's
this
fine.
live.
It's perfect.
Theater of the mind. So this weapon belongs to Tarrant, who is the oldest son, and he sort of looks like a spitting image of his mother, just with short gavel-like hair, and he is standing behind the behind the tree thing, and holding the sword like he's like holding it in front of him, like he's standing behind him and holding the thing up to his neck. And
Okay.
I don't know if they speak this language. I'm gonna speak Sylvan. Oh wait, hold on. I think I also speak Druidic, which is a weird thing that I could pick. I'm gonna speak Sylvan, and I'm going to say. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna say, "Stop, or the little branch boy gets it."
Jesus. So
Little branch
The-
boy.
the twig blight's like, Aw.
It's the first thing I could think of.
I'm 13.
The big
Um,
branch boy.
Make me an intimidation check. I'm going to say
Oh,
with
God.
advantage because you're saying this in Sylvan.
Oh, okay. Intimidation. A 12.
12.
Mhm.
Uh, you speak the words in Sylvan, and you say them with a little bit of intensity, and the words echo out from you, almost like amplified, and it reaches the far corners of the wood. I'm gonna say the combat's not done. They are still aggressive, but they are definitely under the frightened condition from you. So their attacks are going to get disadvantage for the remainder of the combat.
Okay.
But you definitely feel like that booming command reached beyond just these twig blights that are at your
Mm.
knees. Well, no, at
Perfect.
your at your face. Thinking.
Okay. And it's still the action movement, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Can I just move? I just really just want to move like 5 feet this way.
Totally fine because you're still in its threatened area. You don't get an attack of opportunity, so you're good. Quick note, Gavel, because you had missed that attack on your turn, go ahead and take 1 luck. Once per turn, if you miss an attack roll, you get a luck. So
Cool.
definitely keep that in mind if you ever miss. Back up to the top of the initiative, we've got Marosha. You have one of these twig blights in your arms.
We're gonna toss him in the air and hit him with my trident.
Okay, I'll say make that attack with advantage because that sounds badass as shit.
Thank you, most gracious DM. I don't think it's gonna get any better than that, Cooge.
Why is that?
It's a 19. It's a natural 19.
Okay.
I also have savage attack, so on a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can roll the weapon's damage dice and then add an additional dice to add for extra damage on a critical hit.
Shit.
So, with what I have, a 19 is technically a critical hit for me, but are we not counting it as a natural 20 structure? Like, you let me know.
We will count that as a natural 20 because if you have something that enables you to get a critical on a natural 19, that is going to count as a natural 20 to me.
So you said it was total of damage, then
Yep.
roll the dice and add that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9 plus. Oh, that's beautiful. So 9, 15. It takes 16 points of damage.
Okay. Give me a second. I am catching up on entries in the Chronicle.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Gavel bodies a twig blight, and Marosha plays tennis with another. Okay. They have been marked in the Chronicle. What was your total damage on that one?
16.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
No!
Are you a wood chipper? Is this Fargo?
Son of a bitch.
You know.
Go
You know.
Well, that'll be fun to clean up later. We're not going to worry about it right now. I may have knocked my little inkwell over. Not a big deal. It's fine.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
This is what happens when I have too much shit on my desk. But it's fine. You toss the twig blight up, and upon impact, this thing just shatters. Small bits of sticks and twigs and all that just littering the ground where this thing once lived and breathed.
The trident has like a small, like little hum to it. It's like. He touches it like it's a tuning fork. I have to work on that. Wrap some leather around the hilt. Cool. Action surge.
There you go.
And hey, hear me out, right? Action surge grabs Benji and tosses Benji towards the wood sprite that's in front of Gavel.
Okay. Okay.
So like if you could see it, like Marosha just tossed this thing, boom, and just tosses a monkey towards Gavel.
Fantastic. Go ahead and make me a ranged attack with your
Sure.
monkey. A sentence I never thought I'd say. But here we are.
Yeah. So would you consider that an unarmed strike, or I could use this as their bite attack?
All right. Here's what I'm gonna say. Roll the bite attack using their dexterity as opposed to their strength.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're launching Benji at a fucking twig blight.
Yeah. And so I mean, the sprite is in front of Gavel. Gavel's the homie. Pack tactics.
Nice.
So
I am
that one
learning
at
so
advantage.
much about ramping up combat danger.
Why? It's a
Nothing.
16
Well,
to
I
hit,
didn't
by
say
the
that
way.
out loud.
Or no, I'm
16,
sorry, 15 to hit, by the way.
15 will still hit.
Okay, beautiful. And so that's gonna be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Benji latches onto this twig blight and starts biting and ripping some of the branches off. It's still together, but it's not happy at this moment as this monkey has started climbing on it. Love it.
I am done.
All right. I am done. All right. We got the twig blights. This one's actually going to turn around and attack the spiritual weapon, unaware that it's an illusion. So you just watch the twig blight like screech as it slashes through this illusory image of your son, Maris. The other one that is just south of Gavel is going to make an attack at disadvantage. That's 5. And that's another 5. Well, he's going to think about making an attack, but fails horribly.
It's super distracted. He's got a monkey on his face.
He
Yeah.
does have a monkey on his
Yeah.
face. It's true.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, Gavel, put this one out of its misery.
No. Okay. Should I be rolling these at disadvantage?
Yes, because you were
Yeah.
still frightened.
Yeah. So I shouldn't have crit, but here we go.
It's fine. It's already in the
Alright.
Chronicle.
So, both the 12, so it's 17 to hit.
17
first
will
one?
hit.
Okay, oh boy. That is going to be 3 points of bludgeoning. I get bonus action attack.
Before you roll that second attack, that 3 points of damage is enough to put it down.
Yo.
Benji holds his arms out and puts him right in front of you to aim for your strike.
Yeah, he just full palm of the hand punches him right in the throat.
Nice.
And you guys can see that Gavel is just ear to ear grinning as he is fighting these things. He's going to move over so that he is next to the other one.
Okay.
And bonus action, do another attack.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. That's gonna be
Jesus Nathaniel
not a hit.
No, not even a little.
Nah, not even a little.
Oh well, that's fine.
Just
yeah.
the rope kind of goes over as he's moving around.
You hear a as Gavel is clotheslined a little bit. Okay. At the end of our initiative, we have Maris.
Maris, upon seeing, sorry, I've got snacks in my mouth.
No, you're good.
Upon
You're good.
upon seeing, it's she whips around at the sound of feral noises, and sees her see-through son getting fucked with. So she's going to. Does that dissipate the spiritual weapon? Or
Nope.
can I use it?
No, you can use it.
Okay. I'm gonna be using that. And I don't know how. Oh, this is what I do. Okay, that's a 17 to hit.
17 will hit. Give me that damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3. I'll take it. 8 total. 8 force damage.
8 force damage. Uh, it is scrambling, trying to slash through this illusory version of your son, and you're watching these claws just pass through this um this glowing golden image of your son before you watch the sword just straight into its chest, and you watch this tangle of vines and twigs just discorporate and just crumble to the ground. Congratulations, adventurers. You have succeeded your first combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Marosha's high-fiving Benji. Boom. Like they like and they're both like this.
All right.
Do I know really quick of any like proper respectful burial practices in the area for like creatures of the fae and or wood?
Make me a an Arcana check.
Okay. That's a 15.
15.
Yeah.
You know that creatures in forests like these do eventually return to the land.
Mhm.
And thank you, Rara, for an eat the wet. Everybody, make sure you hydrate.
Oh
I
shit.
forgot about eat the wet. You know that creatures like this, the twig blights and those that are manifested physically as, ants or anything like that, the spirit that pilots it does linger. So it's not like the spirit is dead, it's just become incorporeal, and the form that it has occupied just sort of crumbles. So uh the creature itself is literally just a pile of twigs and sticks and whatnot.
Okay. I'm gonna just
So,
put it. I'll put them all in a little pile so that there's a little home for some little rabbit family or something that comes by and needs some shelter.
okay.
That's
Marosha grabbed his and put him like, we're gonna need to start a fire later.
about it. I just sort of
Um,
like silently go like, and keep going the other ones.
Choices. Go ahead, Maris, and make me a nature check.
11?
11. Okay. The small little dwelling you've crafted, it'll work for a little bit. But as you do that, some of that tension that lingers in the air while in this forest eases just slightly. And you just feel this teeny little, like, this little breath of relief pass through you. But before you continue, is there anything you wish to do before you press on through the Attleshire Wood?
I don't know how much information that this is going to gather, but I want to try it. So, as a hunter, I have something called blood scent. You know the habits of animals so well that you can hunt and provide your companions with minimal effort. You're also an excellent tracker, can tell what type of creature and how many they are from where the signs of passing. So, although it's gonna look funny, like Marosha and the sticks that he gathered, he's doing like he's looking at it, and then he kind of like does the Scooby Doo, like if his nose like curled over the stick to kind of like get a scent on him.
Okay.
It's super weird, but it's like just he's gathering any type of information, or He wants to see if there's like for lack of a better term, a thunk that he can put in the back of his head just in case it happens again.
Is there a roll that is typically attached to that, or do you just get some additional information?
This is just what I do. Yeah,
This
there's
is
not
what
a
you do?
roll. Yeah.
I'm going to say, roll me a d20. You're still going to get information. The higher you roll, the more interesting that information is going to be.
11.
Okay. You you wrap your Scooby-Doo nose around this twig, and I now just have that audio. Just okay. Well, we are on the internet, sir. Screenshots are a thing, and
Yeah.
so is Photoshop.
New emote is what I have to say about that.
Hey, I've been pining for somebody to make a gif of me doing something. If this is it, I'm all
Okay.
for it.
You hear that, LB?
Shall I do it again? I'll get more
Yeah.
animated.
There you
Mhm.
go.
Okay, cool. This was self-indulgent. Please continue. Cujo.
Oh yes,
Sorry.
no, I got you. You smell the twigs, and you get this faint, almost like a sweet smell, and along with that, you take in the breath of air that carries with it just that same sweetness, and your vision clouds for just a little. And as it clouds, the colors, the small little motes of light, the sort of ambient lights of the forest around you kind of get a little bit brighter. But you can also, just for a moment, see this sort of shapeless glow that is looming a little bit over Maris before it drifts further in. Slowly, it's moving like a small cloud through the wood in one particular direction.
Don't smell the twigs.
You can also taste color. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, so there was this one time a buddy of mine, we stumbled into the Fey realm. It was crazy. I've never felt like this since then.
Mm-hmm. Everything just seems a little too pretty in this forest.
Takes out an unnatured valley bar, starts munching on it.
God damn it. God damn it. I hate it
All
so
right.
much.
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right.
And make sure you're not supposed to be swimming after you eat that for 30 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Marosha thinks he made that sound, and in reality, he's like,
No.
Saying words in
It's like
his
on
head and
salvia.
speaking. Yeah. He's drooling. Why?
Jesus. I will need everybody to make us another survival check. I will say, Marosha, make it with advantage, given your recent aromatic experience.
Wow.
11.
11. Okay.
6.
Uh-oh. That sounded like something went into a jail.
Oh, no. They live in here.
Oh, got it.
16.
16. Okay. It takes you a while. Maybe about an hour or so as you continue to follow along the path. And you eventually can hear the very light and beautiful sound of water crushing through this forest. And through the trees, you come upon a clearing that somehow the canopy isn't as thick here, but there's still this shadow, this general darkness that has very, very lightly sort of blanketed the nature before you. And you can see a pond with a very sort of sprawling, almost spiral-like tree. Its branches sort of curled up like fingers gesturing towards the sky above. It is beautiful, as it is terrifying. You see all the other trees seem to be also gesturing towards this central oak in the center of this pond. And all of you can see that this mist, this slow breeze that continues to blow through the path around you is being emitted by something in this pond floating around the tree. You all see a spirit. The spirit has manifested, vaguely humanoid, with a very like a ring wraith sort of cloak, very harrowing, sort of torn edges at the bottom. Out from under the cloak, you see these long, lithe limbs with their fingers sort of come out to a sharp point, multi-jointed, as this thing just continues to circle around this tree. And as it does, more and more of this mist sort of emanates out from it. What do you guys do? It hasn't seemed to notice you yet.
No, I'm not an expert on the forest. Is that bad or good?
That's the scary part. We don't know yet.
Gavel, I forgot to mention this earlier. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
Simon, don't move. Okay.
Yes, mother.
Yes. Wisdom is a +1, so 15.
15. You, even as you're looking at this rather different sight, you feel that fear that you've been holding on to since walking into this forest fade. You are no longer under the frightened condition.
See, it's not scary if it's close. You know, like in horror films, if they show too much of the creature, it's not as scary.
That's true.
Did Gavel say that? Because I want
No.
that to be a Gavelism so bad.
No, it's
Gavel's never
fine.
seen a horror film because they don't exist.
No, it's fine. They don't exist. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna hold on to your words after saying that, depending on how this goes.
The next big bad is just gonna get right up in your grill. Am I scary now?
That's what I
It's gonna be like
want.
inside
Let's
of you.
go.
Oh, come.
Question: is there any relation to the hooded figure that I saw in the crowd in town from last session that disappeared?
Make an Arcana check.
Fuck yeah! See, my notes do make sense. It's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell, but actually, you know what? I'm a merciful DM.
It's up close, Cujo.
It's listen, it is up close, and to everybody in chat, it's like, why are you being so nice? Because I want my players to have fun. Damn it.
Also, it's only episode 2. Like, we got to build up to
yeah.
this shitty. Like, you know.
Also, yeah. Also, he's just a nice person in general. So, like, don't be jelly of his
And
friendly
so
Well,
disposition.
now you're just adding HP to this thing. So
Yeah, I'm at 13. You can give me some.
I was being sincere.
Dude, Gavel's got to stretch their legs. Like, you gotta.
I think its legs are stretched for all of us, but that's fine.
Now I have this weird image of like you guys walking through the forest and Gavel is like doing huge steps with their legs to just make sure they get their stretches in. I will say that the way that the hood kind of falls down a little bit, there's a point at the end of it, and that does strike as familiar to the glimpse of somebody in the town that had been looking in your direction. So you can sort of deduce that somehow this spirit was watching you before you'd even left the city.
I've seen this before. This creature was watching us, or watching me at least, in the crowd. Just for a moment. I didn't bring it up because I thought it was just in my imagination. But no, we all see this. So
this thing is a creep.
oh, that's rude. But
It's rude to watch people from a distance and not say hello. You taught me that.
oh, I did, didn't I? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that's true, but also it's a spirit. I don't know why it's following us.
Was it looking at you when you had the stone? The egg?
No.
No.
It was
Does
not.
this thing seem to be like doing harm to the area, or is this more natural?
Make an Arcana check.
I can't.
This is something I'm very good at.
That expression definitely sells it.
I rolled an 8, so a 7.
Ah.
So good.
You don't know if it's necessarily doing harm, but it's definitely not good.
Yeah.
It's, oh well, shit. Okay. Screw this. Stands up because I feel like we're crouching or doing something. Marisha stands up and goes, "Hello."
Oh, he said hello.
Like, it stops its circling, like facing away from you.
Oh.
And the head slowly turns in your direction.
One moment, gets right back down on the ground. So,
Are we trying to return this egg to the tree?
I don't know what we're doing in this current moment. I still see spirals. I'm following your lead.
Nice. Should we return it to the tree? You are of the wood.
Yes.
Give me the stone. I can get it there.
You're starting to hear that sound get a little louder as you can like glance up from like I imagine there's like one bush in like like in the clearing, and you guys are like peeking up from it.
The only
is
person who's
started.
actually hidden is Maris. Everyone else is
Yeah.
kind of like
The spirit
Gavel's just
is
standing.
Give me the egg.
Yeah. It is drifting towards you, and as it does, it starts to lower to the ground, and you watch as large trunk-like legs sprout from under its cloak. Its form shrinks, manifests, and changes as you watch it shapeshift into an owl bear as it slowly starts
me a
stalking
stone.
towards you.
I give it the egg. I give it the egg.
I don't know if we should give him the stone. Why would we do that?
I take the egg.
Okay, you take the egg.
My goal, depending on what we're doing, depending on what happens, is to with my extra movement speed. So I'll have a 40 movement speed. Plus, if I need to use key points, technique points, to step of the wind to get over there as quickly as possible.
Okay. So your intent is to return it to the tree. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, what I don't want to put words. So
No, yes, that
okay.
is what I've been told is what we should do.
Okay.
But is the owl bear in front of the tree?
The owl bear is approaching you guys. It has moved away from the base of the tree and started getting a little bit closer.
actual in conversation or in character conversation before you go to the tree. Like, should we distract the owl bear as you try to get to the tree?
Yep. And I go.
Damn it. Stands up and just goes because there wasn't enough time to think.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit.
The animation for this in my head is fucking amazing.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to need give me a persuasion check, Marosha.
Okay, sure, because I wouldn't know what of it either.
I mean, there's no distraction check. I have to go with something.
I mean, it could be like performance. I was thinking, but they're both the same, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a 13 in total.
Okay. Jesus.
Yeah.
As you stand up and Tuscan Raider, let out a wail, the spirit that is shapeshifted into the owlbear, it barely acknowledges it as it is laser focused on the spirit egg that Gavel has in their hand as they dash towards the tree. It is going to try to make one claw attack against Gavel as you run by.
Because I don't want that to happen, and I don't want something to happen to the egg. I guess, see? No, you didn't.
Oh my god.
We now have gifts.
Oh my
We have
God.
gifts. LB isn't making gifts, and now we've got that. Fucking...
I haven't seen it. I just saw what it was titled, and I went, "Oh no." Okay, cool. So, if you let me know if this is acceptable or not, but seeing that the distraction didn't work and that they're laser focused on that, Marosha would definitely try to dash to jump in front of that claw attack so that Gavel can make it to the tree.
Okay.
Like, he's not doing anything. It's more so of like a save Madam President type thing. Like,
okay. Okay. Hold, please, because
Sure.
I had a thing, and by a thing I mean a book, and by a book I mean one of the books with stats that I have to look up because I may or may not have just rolled a natural 20, and
No
I
doubt.
just need to make sure I pull the right info. Just want to make sure I'm by the book.
No matter what's going to happen, I'm going to use my monk ability, Focus Intent, which when you or a creature within, is it within? Well, it's attacking me, so is it within 5 feet of me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes an ability check or an attack roll. You could use your reaction to roll your martial arts die. The target gains a bonus or penalty, your choice, to its roll equal to the number you rolled.
Oh, okay.
What did you knock off the desk?
You know what?
Okay.
Because I like rolling in the favor of player features, I will say that if you do this, it will remove the crit.
Yay!
That is fine.
Is this a rule we're establishing? I'm okay if it's no.
To rule in favor of play. God damn it.
No,
Stupid
it's for the
notifications.
crit thing.
For the crit thing, to remove the crit, I'm going to say yes.
Ooh, dope. Okay, cool.
But
I'm gonna mark that.
that means that I get to use doom points maybe a little bit more frequently.
Hey, yo, let's go.
balance.
Doom.
One cannot
Oh, that's
gain
a 1.
anything.
That's
But
enough.
hey, that's enough. Instead of a
Uh-huh.
natural 20, that is a 26 to
Damn.
hit
Can I-
Marosha.
Can I use luck dice for this as well? A luck points?
I think it's just to boost your
Okay.
attack roll or saving
Because
throw.
I'm
Well,
getting
actually,
up
you know
there.
what? I did state at the beginning of the campaign you can use it to buff any roll. Fuck it. Sure.
Because I'm just getting up there in them, and I don't want to hit 5, so I'm just gonna
Got it.
make that. I'm just to add 1, so it's a 2.
Okay. So a 25 to hit Marosha.
Mhm.
I assume that does hit.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. I just want to be sure. I don't want to assume because you know what assuming does. It's not cool.
It's not cool.
It's just not cool.
Don't do it.
That is 17 points of slashing damage that comes down from this owlbear claw as Marosha dives in between Gavel and this thing. It digs through your flesh, and there's just a slash of your blood that just seeps into the pond.
Yeah, I can imagine Marosha kind of does one of these like on the ground from the force of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gavel. Actually, while this is happening, Maris, what are you doing?
I would have tried casting guiding bolt. That was
Okay.
my first thought.
You know what? Go for it. Give me that guiding bolt.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna use that as my second level, my last second level spell.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 will hit.
Okay. That is 15 points of radiant damage.
Damn. Okay. So this spirit slashes through Marosha, knocking him to the ground. And just as it turns to attack Gavel, this explosion of radiant light hits it right in its side and it sort of knocks it off balance. Just as Gavel, you are approaching the tree, you see that there is a small little nest. And just as you reach out, the egg vibrates and cracks. And
I don't want to be a dad.
a blinding white light fills the area around you. As it slowly dims and as I fight with my earphone cord, you see that the egg, the entire top half is gone. It is empty inside. It almost looks like crystallized, like amber. And just Gavel, as you're looking on your shoulder, looking down with you at the egg, is this small, like, the best thing I can equate it to is like a small, like little stitch creature. Beautiful golden light envelops its body, and it's got 2 teeny little black eyes. It's got multiple little arms and 2 sort of antenna and 2 big floppy ears. And it just and looks right at you. The spirit the spirit whirls around and eyes this teeny little baby. And this baby kind of looks up.
It broke.
I need
Oh, God,
Gavel.
did it imprint on me?
You
Fuck.
imprinted on my daughter.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Instead of a check, what do you guys do in this moment? The spirit has stopped attacking. It is staring
Yeah.
befuddled at what it is seeing right now.
Mm.
How do all of you react?
I'd like to, since it's a bonus action, I'd like to like lean down next to Marosha and be like, "I'm really proud of you," and cast Healing Word. Get him back up on his feet. That's only 2 points, but whatever.
Okay.
Don't be greedy.
I'm really proud of you. Don't be greedy.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Okay.
Gavel I think Gavel doesn't really know what to do in this moment, like social cues wise and also like spirit wise, has no fucking idea what's going on. The thing isn't attacking, and now he has this, and I think he's just standing very still because he doesn't want this thing to fall off his shoulder. It's like, it's small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It
Yeah, so
is
he's just like,
a couple inches tall.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
His body just becomes stiff as he's just like,
Is that- it's still on the ground. Marosha's like, Maris, I think you should
Uh,
go
go
get the thing.
go get the
say hi.
thing. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
of course, yes. What about that thing though? To the spirit.
It's fine. We were just talking. Just please. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start to like sidestep all the way to Gavel, all the way around the pond to Gavel. Are you okay?
I think so. Come here,
The
little one.
tiny little spirit, like, kind of gets a little comfy in Gavel's hand, and then looks at Maris, and his ears perk up, and it like leaps from Gavel's hand onto Maris and like hugs you.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
He's so charming and sweet. You just look at the little thing. Oh, I won't let anybody hurt you. Was that man mean to you? Is he just so mean to you? He's all right. They're okay. They've got a soft spot for fuzzy yellow things, so they just
Gavel
don't know how to
kind of-
talk to.
Gavel moves her behind him and points to the spirit and goes, "Hey, fuck off. You're done here. Get out.
You're done.
Did you get
I
New
love
York?
that.
You're done here.
Get out of here."
I need a persuasion check from someone.
Can I do an intimidation check?
I'll take an intimidation check. I will let you know that the DC has been impacted by your actions since this thing hatched. So,
Good.
go ahead and make your intimidation check.
We're raising spirits here.
15.
Okay. This owl bear, which has still been frozen as it's laser focused on the small creature, slowly sits on its haunches and just, and you watch as its form again shifts and changes. But unlike before, where this spirit manifested with this sort of deep purple malevolent visage, it's almost like a curtain is drawn over this owl bear, and in a moment before you floats a humanoid with a rather beautiful cloak with sort of a long sort of ribbon that sort of drapes down from their shoulders. It's a featureless face as the hood sort of sits pleasantly, and it sort of drifts almost as though it's suspended in water. And the three of you feel this wave of pure emotion like emanate from this creature. And it strikes you at first. It's a little unnerving until you realize it's trying to communicate with you, and it only knows how through emotion. And what you feel is confusion, but with a mild surprise. What do you guys do?
Is it being nice-ish?
I think it's waiting to see what we do next.
What's do we do? I'm gonna ask the little spirit.
He just sort of shrugs.
Oh,
And
you're just the cutest.
unlike the clearly older spirit before
Mhm.
you, this teeny little one is making noise. It's verbally making some sort of sound.
Mm. Um, hold on, and I'm gonna Gavel. Hold him for a moment. Yep. Okay. I
He
think I
like
have
lays like a baby.
some. Oh yes. I'm gonna pull out a pack of good berry gushers. Uh, would you like one? And I'm gonna squeeze one a little bit. Little fruit gusher comes out. Would you like a good berry gusher?
The teeny little arms reach up and grab one, and he just slowly starts nibbling on it.
Gavel, isn't he just the cutest?
I need a picture of LB like that.
um, do you belong together?
um, just as the small sprite makes that sort of shrug sound, the elder spirit pleasantly just floats a little bit closer, and you feel another wave, and it is of a it is an emotion that Maris is most familiar with, as it is motherly love.
Gavel, I know you really are so fond of your new friend, but no, we can't keep him. I know it's gonna be breaking your heart to hear this, but I think that is its mother.
Gavel extends his hands towards the creature.
uh, as you say those words, Maris, you watch the little sprite's ears droop just a little. The elder spirit sort of drifts closer, and as it does, it was appearing before you as this 10-foot tall humanoid. Clearly non-violent, but as it drifts closer, you suddenly realize that its form shrank to sort of match the size of you all. As it holds its hand out, this translucent, sort of faint green energy that embodies it. It holds its hands out, and the sprite sort of climbs to their feet and looks back at Maris and all of you, and reaches out and touches the spirit before turning back around and climbing up Gavel's arm to rest on his shoulder.
I think he wants to stay.
No, you said we can't keep it.
Well, we didn't ask it. Do you want to stay?
Isn't it a newborn?
It's basically fine.
It's basically fine, I think, is the quote of this campaign. But this teeny little sprite just sort of nods at your question, whether or not it wants to stay with you.
No. No, it belongs in the forest.
We are in the forest.
Marosha,
Sit-
please.
We both say Marosha at the same time.
Ferocious still on the ground.
With 2 points. Marosha!
He's just like
See, he says yes. Sybil would love it.
Oh.
This elder spirit, you watch as its hands slowly drift down, and the three of you get another wave of this communication from it, this wave of emotion. And the closest you can relate to this is acknowledging an oath, feeling that sense of pride and devotion to something. And it takes you a moment before you realize it's asking if you are prepared to take care of them.
I mean, we have snacks and rope and
Whiskey.
whiskey and disinfectant wipes. I'd say yes. It's been so long. I'm an empty nester. What's one more pseudo child to join the party?
Marosha and Gavel.
What the hell?
I think Gavel realizes and knows Maris well enough to know there's kind of no stopping her when she's like this. So Gavel kind of like looks at them, looks at the spirit, looks at the little guy. If we're doing this, like looks back to the spirit. I promise that I will protect this little thing if you choose to take it to the best of my ability. You can tell he's definitely not happy about it. That does mean it.
The elder spirit, it doesn't have to breathe, but you watch as it just slowly floats back, and as it does, its arms extend out and slowly sort of gesture with the mist. And as it does, the mist slowly starts to dissipate. The unease you felt while in this forest slowly ebbs and eases until it lifts from you. The shadows that these trees cast start to lighten and not extend out as far. And finally, the canopy above and the sort of cloud that has existed over this forest slowly fades. And you see the Attleshire Wood for the true beauty that it is in normal times. The trees are beautiful and healthy. You can see the wildlife passing through. Everything is beautiful, and the breeze that rolls through is warm against your cheek. As it does this, it then approaches it approaches the three of you and extends a hand out. And you feel not an emotion this time. You hear sort of as a whisper of a wind through the trees. What? As it's signaling it needs one of your hands. Don't all jump at once, guys. Okay, Marosha.
Yeah. Like again with like the camera, like it's just a hand that like comes up.
The moment your hand touches that of the spirit. You are fully healed. That breeze that you feel rolling through your skin stitches your wounds, along with your clothes. You are restored back to your prime self. But also, you feel this sort of chill, almost like you touch something that's got a little bit of a static electricity with it. Like your hand kind of shakes and trembles just a little until your senses are assaulted as you have been granted something. You have become spirit touched, and you can hear this soft voice reaching your ears, and your eyes open. And unlike before, where you were like a little high from something, you know you're sober, as you can see that in between the trees and floating in the water below you and in the sky above, spirits are fucking everywhere. And they are all watching all of you. There's no, they're not, all of you, I swear to God, you too. They are watching with a pleasantness. There's happiness. There's joy. And you can hear, you have been spirit touched. As such, you are now able to communicate with any spirits that you come across as a friend to our kind.
I don't.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, goodness.
That's-
That one got me. That one got me. Marosha, somewhere on your character sheet,
Yeah.
you can add a feature. Spirit Vision. You can activate it once per day, or once per long rest, I should say. And for 1 hour, you can see and communicate with spirits that are nearby. Whether they choose to manifest before other mortals or not, you can just see them, like see invisibility. In addition, you now know the language of spirits. The vision of all of these hundreds of spirits around this glade fades as your senses return to normal and the spirit retracts its hand. The little sprite that is sort of hanging on to one of Gavel's like longer hairs as he's like standing on your shoulder, kind of like looks up. You now have a small spirit friend. Given that he is a newborn, he will need a name. So,
Suture.
what was that?
What?
Suture.
Oh,
I kind of
that's
like
weird and cute. I love it. I was just going to say we should just go back to Sybil, and the first thing he says, the very first word, is what we name it. But I like Suture a lot more.
No, because then the damn thing would be named Shenanigans.
I mean,
That's not a bad name either, honestly.
how about in fairness to our missing player,
Mm-hmm.
let's hold off on a decision for a name until we can rejoin with Noir for next week.
Sure.
Brilliant.
Fair.
But the forest, the Attleshire Wood, is restored. The spirits have entrusted the sprite's protection to all of you. And the teeny little adorable Stitch-like spirit sort of takes turns resting on every one of your shoulders.
Get it,
At one point,
Stitch.
him and Benji, like Benji sees this creature land on the other shoulder, and Benji just like resting bitch faces a little bit.
Benji, this is our new friend. Stop it. Stop. Benji! He's fine. He'll be fine. He's just territorial monkeys, you know.
You all are obviously you are free to do as you will. The spirit, in a not so blunt way, shows the way out.
Oh, is this the door? Okay.
Is there anything you wish to do before you leave the Attleshire Wood and this small glade?
I think we should probably leave.
Yeah.
All right. Within a few short steps, you reach the tree line. And you look back and see that the glade is nowhere to be seen. You just see the forest in its beauty, now restored to its former nature, now that the spirits have been quelled. The hunters who were camped just outside the tree line look up. Yeah, you took 5 steps in, and that was it, huh?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I mean, whatever you did, it looks nicer in there, though.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Some light pruning.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, and they like turn. The hunters turn and have a conversation amongst themselves on who is going to brave the forest next. But with that in mind, our adventurers have completed their first quest in the Tales of the Valiant. As an additional little note, and this is something I forgot to mention before you had been escorted out of the wood. As you all start leaving, who has the highest passive perception? Should be just a static 10 plus your perception modifier. That'll be your total passive.
11.
11.
Yeah, 11.
11.
It should be higher.
13 minus
There
13.
it is.
Yep.
Okay. Maris, you catch something just next to the pond. It was on the opposite side of the glade where you had entered. It looks like a small dwelling that had long been abandoned. There's a small little hut. And hanging from the tent flaps from this long abandoned hut is a necklace that at the very end is a small pendant jewel. It looks like a sword, but with a V at the bottom. You, like anybody in the lands of Iadrathe, recognize this to be a symbol of one of the Valiant. And that's where we're going to wrap up tonight's session. Oh God, never doing that again. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Again, we are so excited for this campaign to be ongoing. We're excited for Noir to return. Noir, I miss you. But before we sign off for the evening, let's do our sign offs. We'll start with LB. What do we got going on? Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Instagrams. On Twitch, I am Hack Recklessly, as well as the YouTubes and Spotify. If you like Monster of the Week content, there's some really good one shots that are on there. They're 2 to 3 episodes with music and sound effects. We have Cujo in one of them, nonverbal communications, which was super fun. Hellmall is up and done. That was an 80s theme Monster of the Week game where they if you know anything about 80s conspiracy theories, it plays into one of them, which I very much enjoy. But the next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow. Ren and I are going to be playing through a new game about Chernobyl, which is a horror game going back to Chernobyl. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be moving next week, so my schedule's going to be a little weird, but check my socials for that sort of stuff. And that's me.
All right. Ian, my darling.
Hey, everybody, I'm Ian, or you're well big on all socials. Of course, I'm gonna be here next week, hanging out with everybody, and of course, over on Folk and Myth on Wednesday in their long form Ystera campaign, where things got real tense. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if you want to know what I'm doing next, just follow me on Twitter. I kind of hobnob around and just hang out with my friends and play cool games. Yeah, I'll also be moving next week, so twins.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
exciting.
shit.
And Aaron, our Crit Award winning cast member.
Stop. No, keep going. Just kidding. So hi everybody, I'm Erin or Air My Laundry. I am a storyteller for VTM Philly by Night over at Ain't Got Crit, and that is coming back up shortly. We've got a few more introductions of some guest NPCs before we end season 1 and go into season 2. And you can check me out on my Twitch channel, Aaron My Laundry, where I play some cozy horror games. Right now, I'm getting super invested in Once Human. So if you are a Once Human girly, just let's switch UIDs. And other than that, I'm here on Thursdays and yeah. Every other Friday, go to Ladies of Lore, where I play a Goliath barbarian who's had her heart shattered in a million bajillion pieces. It's okay.
Bajillion.
Yeah.
It's okay, chat.
It's okay.
Stop freaking out.
Stop it.
And I am Cujo. You can find me at Cujo Plays Games or at Crit Hit Chronicles, unless it is Twitter, in which case it's Crit Hit Chron. You can typically find me on Twitter or Instagram. That is typically where I post the majority of my stuff. This is going to be an ongoing campaign on Thursdays for Tales of the Valiant. I'm so excited. I've already been talking with some people about some guest spots. So that'll be fun. Keep an eye on the socials for any future announcements. Keep an eye on Wednesday nights over at Nerd Immersion as myself and LB play some D&D in Phandelver and below. I swear to God, we will finish Phandelver soon. Maybe. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe. And also, in the coming months, there will be an announcement of a start date for Shadows over Baldur's Gate, a campaign that takes place after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. But in the meantime, be nice to each other. We love you. We appreciate you. Let us get a raid set up that I should have been doing already. Let's see. Arclight Court is on. Actually, we'll raid Quest Keep because they're playing Baldur's Gate 3. Look at that.
Yay.
Cool. But in the meantime, we love you. We appreciate you. We will see you next week for more Tales of the Valiant. Thank you so much to Kobold Press for sponsoring and the Kobold Creates program for being fucking awesome. And we'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Ka-chow.